Hi, this is Nick Leatherland from Pegasus Property. We're a development company based in Stoke-on-Trent. We specialise in HMOs, commercial to residential conversions, and new builds. So this video is going to be talking a little bit about main contractors, whether you should be the main contractor or not, project managers. Going to talk about a little bit about CDM 2015, which is kind of your health and safety. I'm by no means a highly qualified individual when it comes to these subjects. All I can do is speak from my 9 years of property development experience. I've developed a lot of projects over the years. I've worked with a lot of different builders and trades. Like I say, I'm not a builder. I'm not qualified. All I can do is talk from experience, which I believe is worth more than people that have studied these subjects or have the qualifications but have no experience. So whether you actually get a main contractor in or not, it will largely depend on your level of involvement. So if I was doing like a mini HMO project with no change of use, so there's no Article 4, it's under 6 bedrooms, there's no need to change it use to sui generis or anything like that. It's fairly straightforward. If you get a main contractor in and agree a fixed price, get a JCT contract signed as well. They kind of just crack on and you sit back and you choose the spec and stuff. But other than that, it's fairly hands off. However, if you wanted to project manage the job yourself, you're gonna have a lot of work basically. It's a whole different ball game if you project manage it yourself. I think if you can kind of understand how the hierarchy works in CDM, it helps a little bit. You kind of get the builders down here, and you get the site manager, and then you get the main contractor, and then you get the principal designer, and then you kind of got the client at the top. Now, if you were the client and you employed a principal designer and you employed a main contractor and he's employing a site manager, etc., etc., you are now the client. You're very far removed from the whole health and safety process. However, if you decided that you were going to subcontract all the trades in, you are the main contractor now. That's how it works. You now have responsibilities with regards to CDM 2015, so all the health and safety. You could employ a site manager to run the site for you, and you could employ a principal designer to do the principal design stuff, which is like informing building control, and they've got some health and safety responsibilities too. But you're still the main contractor. So if something happens on site, they're obviously going to look at that and say, who's the main contractor here? Well, I am. Well, who are you? I'm just a developer. It doesn't go down too well. Personally, I'd kind of advise maybe, if you are going to be the project manager, i.e. the main contractor, I'd probably get somebody to do the principal design and stuff for you. You can get an architect or a quantity surveyor to do that. It's not terribly expensive. I think our guy charges about £500 to be the principal designer for a project. So that's kind of on smaller stuff. On the smaller projects, I act as a principal designer. So I've got a main contractor, and he's employing a site manager, and he's employing all of his lads that are working for him. And then I am the principal designer. So I've got some responsibilities, and then my client that I'm working for, they're so far removed from any responsibility when it comes to health and safety. They're absolutely fine basically. But yeah, if you're gonna project manage something, I'd probably download CDM 2015. I'd read it front to back. I'd learn everything I can about it, because you'd be quite surprised. You'd be quite surprised. There's some crazy things that you need to know, and if you don't know, you can get in a lot of trouble. There's a lot of people out there right now, probably people who are watching this video, that are just winging it, and they don't know what CDM is, or they've heard of it but they've not read it. When you go around these big building sites, you see all the signs. Everyone's got sign in and out sheets, all this kind of stuff. That's all part of CDM. You've got things like welfare facilities. A lot of people probably aren't aware of that, but you need to have like a chill out place for your builders to have their lunch. You need to have running water, toilet facilities. All these basic things that people should have. And I dare say there's a lot of building sites out there that you may know of, or you may be working on yourself, where they've got none of these facilities. Now, if you talk to some builders, they'll actually tell you that CDM doesn't apply to this project. Well, that's probably bollocks because, don't quote me, I'll have to Google this, I haven't got time now because I'm recording this video. But I think if there's over a certain amount of trades, or if it's over a certain amount of man hours on the project, then CDM basically applies. And my understanding was that anything that's maybe replacing a bathroom or replacing a kitchen could pretty much come under CDM, depending on how many trades are involved in it. If you've got one person doing all the work, fair enough. But if you've got I think it was 5 or more trades. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. 5 or more trades, then you need to get CDM. You have to have CDM involved. And whilst I'm there, make sure you check all your builders' insurances as well, public liability, indemnity insurance, etc. But that's all pretty standard stuff anyway. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, and like our Facebook page, and visit our website www.pegasuspg.com. Thank you. Bye.